Hello children, hope you all are well. Today I am here with a new chapter, percentage. So let's begin the chapter. The topics we are going to discuss in today's session is meaning of percentage, conversion of fraction into percentage and vice versa, conversion of percentage into decimal, conversion of ratio into percentage and vice versa, and then some problem based on percentage. The meaning of percentage. Percentage is made from the word per and cent, which means out of 100. Here per means out and cent means 100. So out of 100. For example, if x% is given to you, that means out of 100, x is the score. Or if we say that anyone has scored 70%, that means out of 100, he scored 70, which can be simply written as 70 upon 100. The first question is, express each of the following as a percentage. The first part, 9 upon 25. So as you know, percentage when you calculate, we multiply the fraction with 100. So let's multiply 9 upon 25 into 100. So I'm going to show you. So it's 9 upon 25. As you know, percentage we calculate, so we multiplied by 100. So multiplied by 100. So 25 will cancel 100 4 times. 9 multiplied by 4 will give you 36%. Similarly, we will solve the next part. 3 upon 125 is given. So multiply 3 upon 125 by 100. Then cancel out, and after cancellation you will be left with 2.4%. So this way fraction is converted into percentage. Now the next question is, express each of the following as a decimal. So it's given to you 6%. So this 6% you have to convert into decimal. So you will write 6, percentage sign will be removed and the number will be divided by 100. Now write 6 here. As you can see here, 100 is having 2 zeros. That means we require 2 digits here. But we are having only 1 digit. So you will write a 0 here. So now we will have 2 digits. Now after 2 digits we have to place the decimal. So place the decimal. So the answer will be 0.06. So this here. So the result will be 12 upon 25. Now the next question is, you have to convert the ratio 4:5 to percentage. So ratio, first of all you write in the form of fraction. So 4:5 will be written as 4 upon 5, and then since it has to be converted into percentage, so multiplied by 100 and then cancel. This 100 will be cancelled by 5 20 times. So 4 multiplied by 20 will give you 80 here. Now the next question is, which is largest in 6 whole 2 by 3%, 3 upon 20 and 0.14. So first of all, percentage we will convert into decimal. So it's given to you 6 whole 2 upon 3. First convert it into improper. So it will be 20 upon 3. Now we will remove the percentage sign by multiplying it by 1 upon 100. So after cancellation you will be left by 1 upon 15, and then when you convert it into decimal it will be 0.06. Now the next part of the question is 3 upon 20. Let's convert it into decimal. So 3 upon 20, when you will convert into decimal, you will get 0.15. Now the third number is 0.14. Clearly you can see 0.15 is the largest. Hence 3 upon 20 is the largest among these three. Now the next question is 16% of a number is given to you 72. You have to find the number. So here if you can see the percentage is given 16% and its value is given. And you have to find out the total quantity, means you have to find out the number here. So first of all, let us consider, let the number be x here. So according to the question, 16% of x will be equals to 72. Now percentage sign you remove. So it will be 16 upon 100 multiplied by x is equals to 72. Now do the cross multiplication. So 72 will be multiplied by 100. So 16x is equals to 7200, or x is equals to 7200 will be divided by 16 and it will give you the result 450. So 450 is the required number. Now the next question is, a man saves 18% of his monthly income. If he saves rupees 1890 per month, what is his monthly income? So again you can see in the question the percentage is given, that his saving percentage is 18% and he saves rupees 1890. That means the percentage is given and its value is given, and now it is asking again the total quantity. So let's begin the question now. So let us consider that his monthly income be x. Now according to the question, it's given that 18% of his monthly income. So you will consider 18% of his income, and that when you will solve, remove the percentage sign. So 18 upon 100 multiplied by x, and this will be equals to 9x upon 50. Now as you know, in the question it is given that his saving is equals to 1890. Now as it is given that 9x upon 50 is equals to 1890, do the cross multiplication and you will get here x value, that will be 10,500. So his monthly income is 10,500. Now the next question is, Amit was given an increment of 20% on his salary. If his new salary is rupees 15,300, what was his salary before the increment? So let us consider that his old salary be x. Now according to the question, he got an increment of 20%. So his new salary will be what? X plus 20 upon 100x. Now according to the question, his new salary is given x plus 20 upon 100x is equals to this 15,300. Now you all are knowing how to solve a linear equation. So take the LCM here and then solve it. It will be 100x plus 20x upon 100 is equals to 15,300. Do the cross multiplication and then, so now it's 120x upon 100 is equals to 15,300. Do the cross multiplication and find out the value of x here. So the value of x will be what? 12,750. That means before increment his salary was rupees 12,750. Now the next question. Sonal attended her school on 204 days in a full year. If her attendance is 85%, find the number of days on which the school was opened. So in the question it is asking that Sonal was present in the school for 204 days in a full year, and her attendance percentage is given. And now it is asking how many working days were there in the school, or in other words, how many days the school was open. So the percentage is given 85% and its value is also given. So let us consider that the number of days the school was opened was X. Now number of days Sonal attended school is 204. Now percentage of her attendance, so it will be 85% of the total number of days the school was open. So 85% of X, so percentage sign you remove, it will be 85 upon 100 multiplied by X. So the number of days she was present in the school was 85x upon 100, and according to the question it is given that the number of days she was present is 204. So this is the percentage. So the number of days she was present here in terms of X is here 85x upon 100, and in the question it is given 204 days she was present. So equate them, cross multiplication you do, and you will get the answer. X is equals to 240. So the number of days the school was opened was 240 days. Now the next question is, A's income is 20% less than that of B. So by what percent is B's income more than A? So in the question it is saying that A's income is 20% less than that of B. So let us consider B's income be rupees 100. So consider B's income as rupees 100. Now according to the question, A's income is 20% less than that of B. So A income will be how much? If B income is 100, then A income is 20 less than that. It will be 80. Therefore, B's income is more than A's income by, so the difference between A and B income upon B's income, when you multiply its percent by 100, so you will come to know by what percent B's income is more than A's income. So it is 25. So B's income will be how much? It will be 100 plus 25, which is equals to 125. So B's income is more than that of A's income by 125 minus 100 you do. So that will be 25%. That means B's income is more than that of A's income by 25%. Now the next question, the price of petrol goes up by 10%. By how much percent must a motorist reduce the consumption of petrol so that the expenditure on it remains unchanged? So according to the question, what is saying, suppose a motorist is there, and suppose if he is traveling, suppose his consumption, he used to consume some amount of petrol, let it be X unit or 1 unit, let us consider, and he is spending rupees 100 on it. Now in the question it is saying that he has to reduce his consumption because there is a hike in the price of petrol. So now in order to compensate it, so that he don't have to do any extra expenditure on it, so what he will do, he will reduce his consumption. So earlier if he was traveling 100 kilometers, so now he will travel for 80 kilometers only in order to reduce his consumption. So now so it is asking by how much percentage he should reduce his consumption so that he don't have to pay any extra penny. So let's do the question now. So let us consider that originally he was consuming the petrol equals to 1 unit, and he's paying rupees 100 for it, means the cost for it is rupees 100. So now according to the question, the cost of 1 unit of petrol now, earlier if it was 100 rupees, now there is an increment of 10% there. So now the increased price of petrol will be how much? 110 rupees. Now because of increase in the price of petrol, now for 1 unit of petrol he has to spend rupees 110 here. So that is rupees 100 will give him how much amount of petrol then? It will be 1 upon 110 multiplied by rupees 100. So it will be 10 upon 11 unit. So now with 100 rupees he will get how much amount of petrol? 10 upon 11 unit of petrol. So now how much reduction he has to do in his consumption? That will be 1 minus 10 upon 11. So earlier if he was consuming 1 unit of petrol, now he will consume less amount now. So that you will calculate how much he has to reduce. So 1 minus 10 upon 11, when you will subtract, you will get 1 upon 11 unit. So he reduced his consumption by 1 upon 11 unit. Now its percentage you have to calculate. So 1 upon 11 multiplied by 1 upon 1 multiplied by 100 will give you 9 wholes 1 by 11%. So he has to reduce his consumption of petrol by 9 wholes 1 upon 11%. Now the next question, an alloy contains 40% copper, 32% nickel and rest is zinc. You have to find out the mass of zinc in 1 kg of alloy. So a mixture of metals are there, that is 40% copper is there, 32% nickel is there and the rest is zinc. So first of all we will calculate what is the percentage of zinc here. So in the question what is given? The mass of the alloy is given to you 1 kg and it is given that the percentage of copper is 40%, percentage of nickel is given to you 32%. So we will calculate what is the percentage of zinc here. So the percentage of zinc will be how much? We'll add the percentage of copper and nickel and then after we'll subtract from 100. So it will give you that 28% of zinc is there. Now mass of zinc in 1 kg of alloy. So 28% of 1 kg you will calculate. So 28 upon 100 into 1 kg. So it will be giving you 0.28 kg. Now convert kg into gram. So it will be 280 grams here. So the weight of zinc in 1 kg of alloy is how much? 280 gram. Now the next question is, the salary of an officer is increased by 25%. Now by what percent should the new salary be decreased to restore the original salary? So the question means that an officer is there and he got an increment of 25% in his salary. Now due to recession, the management wants that they don't want any increase in the salary. So what they will do? They will do some deduction in the salary in order to restore, means so that the officer will get whatever the original salary he was getting, that only salary he get. So we will have to calculate by how much his new salary should be reduced so that his original salary will be restored. So let's solve the question now. So let's his original salary be rupees 100. Then after the increment of 25%, his new salary will become how much? 125. So earlier if he was getting 100 rupees, now his new salary is 25 rupees increase, so it will be 125 rupees. Now in order to restore the original salary, let his new salary be increased by X%. So his new salary was rupees 100 and so his new salary is decreased by X%. So his new salary is 125. It will be reduced by X% of 125. So when you will solve it, it will be 125 minus X upon 100 into 125 . So 125 now we will take common. So it will be in bracket 1 minus X upon 100. Now solve this. 125 will come here. So 100 upon 125, reduce it, means simplest form you bring it, it will be 4 upon 5. So X upon 100 will be equals to, now just solve this, 1 minus X upon 4 upon 5. When you will solve, you will get here 1 upon 5 here. So just solve it and you will get 20%. Therefore, the new salary must be reduced by 20% to restore the original salary. This 1 upon 5, I think you all have understood how we have got this. From this 1 minus 4 upon 5 we will do. So you will get here 1 upon 5. So X upon 100 will be equals to 1 upon 5, and then when you will calculate, you will get the answer. The same question you can do with one more method, that is, you have calculated his new salary, that is 125, and his original salary was 100 rupees. So find out its difference between both the salaries. So 125 minus 100 will be equals to 25. Now this is the difference between his salary. So the difference upon the new salary, that is 125, and its percentage you have to calculate, so multiply it by 100. This and this will be cancelled 5 times. This 100 will be cancelled by 5 20 times. So the percentage will be 20%. That means by 20% his new salary should be reduced in order to restore his original salary. Hope you have understood this question. So now your homework, you have to complete exercise 9A in your notebook. Hope you all have liked this video and it is knowledgeable for you. So we will meet again. Thank you everyone for watching the video.